Initiate sonic metamorphosis.
Broadcasting from the Millennium Student Center here at the University of Missouri, St. Louis, 1620 AM and online at umsolradio.com. This is UMSL Student Radio, the U.
The opinions expressed on this program are the views of the host and not necessarily the views of the University of Missouri St. Louis or this station.
And welcome back to Hello Asia. I'm Mouse.
And I am Cutie Sai.
And we have St. Louis University K-pop dance group Code here in the studio with us.
Hey! So go ahead and introduce yourself. Let me start that first. So introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, I'm Alexa Lassam. I am a senior. This is my 4th year on Code.
Ooh.
And, I'm one of the choreographers.
Yay.
You're going to have to teach me how to dance.
I got you.
All right.
Hi, my name is Ruby Pian, and I'm a senior. This is my 3rd year on Code, and I'm the executive director of Code.
Yay.
Hi, my name is Mikey Aldi. I am currently a junior. This is my 3rd year on Code, and I am the publicity chair and also one of the choreographers on Code.
Whoa.
Yes.
Thanks, you guys, for actually coming out and being on our show today.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having
inviting
us.
us.
Thank you for bearing with the traffic.
Yeah, to come
really.
here. Yeah. I know how crazy it is at this time. So, as
We
always,
got a couple questions to ask
we
y'all.
do. So tell me if I go too fast or if I go too slow. So feel free to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So first off, how was Code founded?
So, Code actually started in 2014, which was my freshman year, by the founders Jack Duong and Lin Vu, who were 2 seniors who just really loved K-pop and wanted people to come together and perform at our Asian American Association showcase. So it originally was just to have everyone come together and dance and have fun with K-pop, and then slowly but surely it actually just became a group, and it got bigger and bigger every year, and that's how Code was pretty much founded.
Okay, so would you say this is part of the inspiration for Code, or is there other inspirations in the creation of Code?
Yeah, I think Code's inspiration was pretty much just coming together and loving K-pop, learning the dances together, and you don't necessarily have to have that dance experience and just coming together to do the things you love to do without the experience of it, and just bonding as a family and friends. Yeah.
Nice. So currently, how many members are in Code?
There are 32 members on Code right now.
Wow, 32 members.
That's a lot, though. That's a lot.
But, we were there at the K-pop festival, and I just have to say.
If I wore a wig that night, my wig was snatched. It was great. You guys came out with the Blackpink and Boys in Love. I was like, yes.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you
Life.
so much.
I just have to say that the things that I saw when you guys were doing Boys in Love, that was a lot of, working together as a team to get everybody to move at the same time. And I was like, that's impressive. That's really impressive. So here's the question. So how do you decide which songs to perform? And how do you choose members for the through the audition process?
We have a different process each semester.
Mm-hmm.
For the first semester, it's more of a choreographer's choice. So all the choreographers and directors of Code get together. We put in different inputs. We have an Excel spreadsheet that we all put our suggestions in. And then we have different categories that we would put each song in. So, for example, Boy in Love would go under Boy Power. Really, Really would go under group category or hype category. And so for the first semester, it's more of choreographer input. And then the second semester, we take suggestions from the members. And we put all of the songs that they suggest into a vote. And whichever has the most votes, we do for the semester.
So it's very much really formal.
Right, pretty much.
Okay. Okay, cool. So are there any dance groups or idols performers that influences your style more than others?
I would definitely
it's a bit
say I'm a
hard.
huge BTS fan
Hey.
in
Okay.
terms of choreography, all the hard hitting.
Fam,
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
part of the army, I have to say.
We our member Isoro and Mouse really enjoy BTS. So that's definitely one of our
I'm
most favorite artists on
multi-fandom
here.
though, but you know.
Multi-fandom's just a little bit more leaning. So here's my question for you guys, individually answered or as a group. Who are your favorites?
We already said it, but BTS is my favorite, and my bias is Jungkook for sure. For sure. Girl groups wise, I would have to say probably SNSD has always been my favorite.
Okay.
And then, Mamamoo recently, especially for vocal aspects.
Oh,
They've
yes.
been
I
slaying
have to
it.
agree that Mamamoo is a great
Yes.
group. And they're really fun if you watch some of their videos.
I love their personality.
Yes, they're
All
very
around.
personable. Yeah.
Me, Big Bang,
Big Bang.
definitely.
Okay.
And then BTS, of course. Who doesn't love BTS, right? J Park.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, J Park.
Jacket.
DJ Melody, our show, one of our other members of the show,
Yeah.
DJ Melody, definitely likes J Park.
Beat boy.
Right. Thank you. Family.
I feel like that's what we've been repeating all day today. Was like, I need a cha cha
It
beat
is.
boy.
Yeah.
So, how did you feel about winning first, third, and fourth place at this year K-pop festival?
Because you guys swept it.
You guys,
Oh,
did
my God.
amazing.
Like, I'm gonna say it, but you know, it's
Oh,
good.
thank you.
I mean, we were there for all of your performances, and again, I was just telling Mouse, I was like, they were great. Like, they were really good. With how many presents on stage, I just like how you guys were able to not only work as a team, but when you have a member right in front just dancing, you guys kind of make sure that this member is the center of attention. Everybody else is not trying to steal the spotlight, just for us to focus on this one person, but also make sure that we can see that you're also dancing as well. So I appreciate that. And I was like, that is great. That is amazing. The teamwork.
Thank you. I would have to say it's definitely very overwhelming because this is our first competition that's like with other schools. I mean, of course, we have participated in like international gala talent show. That is our like SLU own little competition kind of stuff.
Right.
But this is our first time with other school and is within the K-pop category, and so it was overwhelming, but we are very excited. We're happy about it. And like you said, with the center thing, we definitely do try to give the members who work hard any like a center position because you know they've earned it.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, and we usually take the opportunity with formations, especially to change it up to give different people areas in the center aspect, so everyone gets a chance to shine and everyone gets to show what they have. And then for me, especially being in it for 4 years, like, and this is the first time like we've had a competition and all of ours like placed was like such a blessing, and like I was super overwhelmed because after like all the practices and all the years of like working hard and us like slowly growing as like an organization and as a team, like it just was like such a huge moment for all of us when it came down to winning, and we were just so excited and too hyped that we were just like jumping on stage, freaking out, screaming. It was so much, but we had such a good time.
Especially because we started as a group with very humble beginnings. It was just kind of a group of people who like to dance with each other, and we had no budget, nothing, barely have space to rehearse. Coming from that, and then winning our first competition, winning all these trophies, is a very humbling experience. It was a great time to really go back to our roots and see where all of that came from.
Yeah.
So again,
Yeah,
it's great.
definitely. That I can see how overwhelming that can be. So thank you guys again for showing up for that particular competition there. So now that leads us into the question, how do you feel about St. Louis even having a K-pop festival like this?
I honestly have to say I was very surprised because we are like a city in the Midwest and there's not a lot of Asian cultural influence
Yes.
here. So it's like, whoa, we have a K-pop festival. But definitely I'm happy about it, and I hope we can see more of that next year. And yeah.
That is definitely one of our goals as well as on our radio station
Right.
is to kind of get, more give people a little bit of what our culture is like, what we listen to, our music, stuff like that. So we're pretty surprised by it too, actually.
Yeah, no, we were shocked.
Because when they started posting that, I was like, we have a K-pop festival?
Yeah.
Because like I'm used to Chicago having something. A little bit further out.
LA,
California,
New York,
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas. I'm still confused by Dallas, Texas.
Dallas,
to be fairly honest.
But yeah, so I want to know. I really want to know. Do you guys have any more planned performances? And if you can tell us when or where.
And when can I get tickets?
Right. We're like fans.
We do have the International Gala, which is coming up next Friday, November 17th at 6:30 p.m. in the CGC, so the Center for Global Citizenship at St. Louis University.
Y'all heard that.
But Code has our own showcase in April next year.
So
send me that information.
Come through.
Send it all to us.
Send it. Let us know. We'll be there.
Definitely.
So my question for you is, what is your feeling on groups like BTS becoming more mainstream?
Honestly, it's a dream come true for me, especially. BTS was actually the first K-pop group I ever got into. The first video I ever watched was Dope, I believe, by BTS. And to see how far they've come, even from then, to perform at the AMAs, actually, coming this weekend, or winning their first American award at the Billboard Music Awards. It's great to see how Americans have expanded, and to see that to have music more globally accepted, especially from places like Korea where they don't even understand the language.
Right.
It shows that it's not just language it's not a barrier, that we can enjoy any kind of music from any kind of country or any language. So
okay, so that also, I'm just leading you guys into questions after questions. I'm just bombarding you with questions here.
that's okay.
So I was told that this is a St. Louis style kind of thing. So with K-pop being more visible now than ever in America, as you said, with BTS winning awards and being on award shows, what do you expect this has on the Asian American communities?
At least for me personally, like growing up, you don't have that many like Asian American big celebrities to really look up to that like completed that role, whereas like I guess like Brenda Song and Wendy Wu was like one of them.
True.
But I feel like now that they're becoming more and more mainstream and becoming more into like media, especially as an Asian American, like it's kind of inspiring and pushes you more towards like, oh, I want to achieve my dreams. I want to go towards these aspirations, and not just like the typical like strict Asian, gonna be a doctor, gonna be in like the medical field kind of aspect. And I really hope that like inspires like youth and Asian American communities throughout.
Yeah, that is actually really great. That's because like she said, growing up, there's not a lot of Asian influences on TV. You really don't see a lot of Asian people on TV.
Nope.
So for a lot of for groups, K-pop group becoming more visible, it actually opens doors for other Asian communities to actually start showing that, hey, K-pop is great, but we are also great. So here's some things that we're going to throw at you as well. And you'll see more Asians coming out kind of like, I would say, coming out like that shelter and just kind of start showing that, hey, we're not just, you know, medical students, nerdy kids or something like that. We have things going on as well. So, like you guys, I'm pretty excited for that. So last question. Sorry for bombarding you guys.
No, you're good.
So, what else would you like listeners to know more about Cade? Code. I just see the K and I was like, K.
Oh, you got it.
Code.
we have an Instagram page at Ode to K-pop, ODETOKPOP. That is the name of our Instagram page, as well as follow us on Facebook and YouTube, which would be K:ODE.
Yeah.
That is her name. And also Snapchat under Ode to K-pop as well.
And they're going to start a Twitter account
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do
yeah.
that. On the list. On the
BTS,
list.
if you're listening, tweet at us.
I'll probably put like when we're on Twitter, it's like at BTS tweet, and then try to
Right.
push that in there. We actually have a great support group on Twitter that you guys can look at too. They're actually BTS South Central.
Yeah.
They kind of help us push our show out there as well. So I'm sure that with you guys being on there, that they can be a great support for you guys.
And then y'all can get go into other K-pop festivals. You know,
That's a dream. That's a goal.
right?
That's a goal.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Dreams. It'll be
You
there.
you guys might get a trip to Korea. We don't know. Hey, you know,
Next
got
goal.
Everybody has goals.
right? We got goals. All right. So I asked them what 3 songs they would like to pick for the request, because this is, of course, our request hour. And there we go. Y'all gave me 3 songs. One was 17. Don't Want to Cry. Who requested this?
That was me.
All right. All right.
Yay.
Yes. All right. And then Taeyang.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Ruby. And then I Need You. Yeah.
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 Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to play all of that for y'all today.
And again, we have to thank Code for actually coming on to Hilo Asia and actually answering questions for us.
I appreciate it. No, I really appreciate
it a
it.
lot. So again, thanks you guys for coming and answering all those questions for us.
And you can follow them on the Instagram, Snapchat. You can view their videos on YouTube. They got a really good, as I was telling Cutie Side before they got here, If You Do by Got 7.
See, she hyped me up. She hyped me up because Got 7 fan here.
Right. So, yeah. So,
All right, on to the 3 songs they requested.
on Hello Asia on the U.
Thank you.
미안해 미안해 하지마 내가 초라해지잖아 빨간 예쁜 입술로 어서 나를 죽이고 가 나는 괜찮아 마지막으로 나를 바라봐